Today I would like to invite you to listen to the Dhammapada of the Buddha Shakyamuni, the 114th verse from the Buddhist scriptures on the YouTube channel TN Thai in the USA. Though one should live 100 years without seeing the deathless state, yet better, indeed, is a single day's life of one who sees the deathless state. This verse arises from the Buddha's profound compassion for beings who cling to life without understanding its ultimate truth. In the true story related to this verse, there was a disciple who devoted decades to monastic life, performing rituals, chanting, and serving the Sangha faithfully, yet his mind remained bound by ignorance. He feared loss, clung to self, and did not perceive the deathless state. Another practitioner, practicing with deep attention and sincere effort, rested in awareness, observing the mind, letting go of attachment and aversion, and in a single day recognized the deathless state. The insight arose as clear as the sun, breaking through clouds, revealing that birth and death, arising and passing away, are comprehended fully when the mind is free. The Buddha spoke this verse to highlight that the value of life does not reside in years or deeds alone, but in awakening. Seeing the deathless state is seeing reality as it is, beyond birth, beyond death, beyond grasping. A single day of direct perception surpasses 100 years of blind practice. This teaching is gentle yet urgent. It directs all beings to awaken now, not tomorrow, not in some imagined future, but in the immediacy of insight. Awareness of the deathless state transforms the heart and frees the mind. It is the fruit of right effort, morality, meditation, and wisdom combined. Even one moment of seeing the deathless state creates a foundation that no amount of time can surpass. The Buddha's words here are not theoretical. They are practical. They are alive. They call the heart to wake, to see, and to rest in the ultimate truth. Life without awakening is like walking in darkness for many years. Even if the body lives long, the mind remains trapped in illusion. Life with awakening, even for a day, is radiant. It is complete. It is free. It is beyond sorrow. The deathless state is not a place. It is not distant. It is the seeing of what is beyond birth and death, beyond grasping, beyond limitation. The disciple who saw it in a single day became fearless, free from attachment, free from the cycle of becoming. The Buddha praises this awakening because it fulfills the purpose of human life. The verse points to the essence of practice, reminding all beings that effort, mindfulness, and insight are more precious than time alone. The story teaches that preparation without perception cannot compare to even a brief moment of direct realization. Seeing the deathless state is seeing that all phenomena arise and fall, and yet beyond this, the mind abides naturally in peace, luminous and free. This is the ultimate goal. This is the highest gift. This is why even a single day of insight surpasses the countless years of blind routine. Thus the Buddha calls us to wake, to practice, and to see the truth in the immediacy of life, recognizing that all conditioned things pass away, yet the deathless state remains. This is the core of the 114th verse, a luminous reminder that awakening is available now, and that even one day of direct seeing shapes the course of countless lives and leads to true liberation. To see the deathless state is to look deeply into the nature of all things, to recognize that birth and death, coming and going, do not touch the essence of awareness. The Buddha teaches that beings are often distracted by form, by sensation, by thought, by craving, and they measure life by these fleeting experiences. Even 100 years may pass in activity, ritual, or study, yet if the mind never rests in the deathless, it remains bound. The deathless state is not a distant realm nor a reward for long service. It is the immediate, unconditioned reality that arises when the mind stops clinging and resting in conceptual grasping. The disciple who perceived it in a single day did not perform extraordinary rituals. He did not accumulate vast knowledge. He simply observed fully, moment to moment, the arising and passing of phenomena and recognized the unchanging ground beneath them. In this recognition, fear of loss and fear of death fell away. He understood that what appears and disappears is not self, and what is unborn and deathless remains ever present. The Buddha praised this seeing because it transcends all limitation, all time, and all conceptual barriers. A single day of such insight carries the weight of 100 lifetimes spent in ignorance. Because awakening is beyond accumulation. It is the direct, living experience of truth. The Buddha emphasizes that the deathless state cannot be grasped through desire or aversion. It is not attained by clinging to what is seen nor rejecting what is experienced. Rather, it is realized when the mind rests in clarity and non-attachment, fully observing what arises and passes away without interference. This is the essence of meditation. This is the heart of practice. The disciple who saw the deathless state in a single day did not manipulate the mind. He simply allowed perception to be clear. The Buddha teaches that such effort is not ordinary effort of exertion or strain, but the right application of energy, guided by mindfulness and wisdom. When the mind is steady, when attention is continuous, when awareness is refined, the unconditioned nature of reality appears spontaneously. It cannot be hurried by time. It cannot be measured by years. Even one day of such focused practice illuminates the mind fully, revealing the deathless state as naturally present, free from birth, free from death, free from the sway of transient conditions. This insight transforms the relationship to life and death. When one sees the deathless state, the heart no longer clings to life nor fears its cessation. Joy and sorrow are met with balance. Pleasures and pains pass through awareness like waves over water, leaving the mind unshaken. The Buddha teaches that the purpose of all practice is to cultivate this clarity, to rest in the deathless, and to let insight guide action. The disciple who awakened in a single day experienced a freedom that cannot be explained, only lived. This freedom arises when one sees that all conditioned phenomena are impermanent, yet the unconditioned, the deathless, remains. This realization dissolves attachment, softens fear, and awakens compassion naturally. When the mind abides in the deathless, all beings are seen with understanding. The heart opens to the suffering and joy of others without clinging. The Buddha praises this state as the culmination of effort, meditation, and wisdom, showing that even brief direct perception surpasses long lifetimes of blind activity. The verse also teaches the urgency of practice. Time alone does not bring awakening. Even a long life can pass in distraction, indulgence, or ignorance. The Buddha calls beings to awaken now, in this very moment, to see the deathless state directly. Preparation, study, and ritual are supportive, but they are empty without insight. The essence is comprehension, the seeing of the unconditioned. A single day of such realization transforms the mind completely. It creates a foundation that sustains all future understanding. The Buddha emphasizes that awakening is not postponed, nor does it depend on circumstances. Insight arises naturally when attention rests fully on what is, observing arising and passing with clarity. This seeing is effortless yet profound, quiet yet radiant. It changes the trajectory of life, offering liberation beyond birth and death. When the mind rests in the deathless state, all phenomena are understood as transient, conditioned, and impermanent. Yet this understanding does not lead to nihilism. The Buddha teaches that the deathless is alive, luminous, and compassionate. Awareness is no longer trapped in fear, grasping, or aversion. The disciple who realized it in a single day discovered a heart free to act with wisdom and kindness. This state is available to all beings, yet it requires turning attention inward, letting go of distraction, and observing clearly. Even one day of such focused observation, even one day of resting in awareness of the deathless, is immeasurably more valuable than many years of life lived without comprehension. The Buddha speaks these words to guide beings to awaken now, showing that the ultimate purpose of life is not accumulation or delay, but direct seeing of the deathless, the unconditioned reality that transcends birth, aging, sickness, and death. The deathless state, as the Buddha teaches, is the unconditioned reality that stands beyond birth and death, beyond all transient phenomena. It is not something created by effort, yet it is revealed through effort, mindfulness, and wisdom. The disciple who saw it in a single day did not rely on accumulation of knowledge, nor on rituals or prolonged meditation, but on the clear observation of what arises and passes away. The Buddha emphasizes that such seeing is the essence of liberation. Life without awareness of the deathless is like walking in darkness, each step uncertain, each action driven by ignorance. Even a long life, without this comprehension, remains bound by attachment, aversion, and delusion. Conversely, one day of seeing the deathless opens the heart to clarity and freedom. The mind recognizes its natural state, luminous, ungraspable, and unbound. This direct seeing is not merely intellectual. It is experiential. It transforms the practitioner completely, dissolving fear, softening attachment, and awakening compassion. The Buddha's words remind all beings that the ultimate goal is not years, not deeds, but insight. Insight into the deathless state is liberation itself. This is why the verse values a single day of awakening over 100 years of ignorance. When the mind rests in the deathless, it perceives the arising and passing of all things with equanimity. Pleasure and pain are no longer entangled with craving or aversion. Joy and sorrow are observed as they arise and fade, without grasping or resistance. The Buddha teaches that this awareness is natural when attention is applied sincerely. Effort is required not to create the deathless, but to remove obscuration. Laziness, distraction, and clinging prevent the mind from seeing its true nature. Once these obstacles are removed through practice, insight arises spontaneously. The disciple who saw the deathless in a single day understood this. He did not chase the state nor construct it. He simply allowed awareness to be complete and uninterrupted. From this clarity, understanding, compassion, and freedom naturally emerged. The Buddha praises such seeing as the culmination of practice. It reveals that the ultimate fruit of morality, meditation, and wisdom is insight into the unconditioned. The verse also illuminates the purpose of human life. The Buddha teaches that birth is precious precisely because the mind has the opportunity to awaken. Long life without insight is wasted potential. Even a short period of seeing the deathless surpasses the value of centuries spent in distraction or idle activity. This principle is gentle but urgent. It encourages practitioners not to postpone awakening, not to rely on future opportunity, but to practice diligently now. Awareness of the deathless transforms the present moment into liberation itself. The disciple who recognized it experienced a heart free from fear, a mind free from grasping, and a life guided by clarity. This is the true reward of practice, freedom from the cycles of birth and death, resting in the unconditioned, luminous awareness that is always present, always accessible to those who turn attention inward. Seeing the deathless also transforms the way the practitioner interacts with the world. When one understands that all phenomena arise and pass, attachment and aversion diminish. The heart becomes spacious. Actions are guided by clarity rather than impulse. The mind, resting in awareness, sees the needs and suffering of others without being entangled. Compassion arises naturally. This is the fruit of even a single day of seeing the deathless. The Buddha emphasizes that this state is not distant or abstract. It is immediate. It is the foundation of all practice. Even brief recognition reshapes the direction of life, creating stability, freedom, and joy that endure beyond the day itself. The disciple's realization demonstrates that insight matters more than time, that awakening is not a matter of years, but of direct seeing. The Buddha's teaching of the 114th verse calls attention to the impermanence of life and the opportunity it provides. Time is fleeting. Human birth is rare. To spend life without recognizing the deathless is to miss the purpose of existence. Yet this teaching is not harsh. It is compassionate, offering encouragement. Even one day, even one moment of clear seeing can awaken the heart completely. Awareness of the deathless allows one to meet life with wisdom and balance. It provides a refuge in suffering, a light in confusion, and a ground for all future practice. The disciple who saw the deathless illustrates that liberation is accessible, immediate, and transformative. This understanding encourages all beings to awaken now, to see beyond the cycle of birth and death, and to rest in the unconditioned truth that is always present, luminous, and free. Thank you for watching my video. Namalamat Ba. I wish to bring this merit towards all disciples and sentient beings, all of whom will attain Buddhahood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your time.